The movie starts with a 17-year-old teen. Her name's Shirley, and she's doing her babysitting service, where she and other teenagers are paid to satisfy middle-aged men. She does it because she enjoys it, not because she was abused or because she makes a lot of money. It all started a few months ago. A man named Michael Beltran arrives at Shirley's house one evening to pick her up for a babysitting job. Michael and his wife Gail leave after giving her instructions to go out to dinner with their friends. Shirley researches the loans she can get to attend her dream college while babysitting. Michael and his wife walk back to their car after dinner. Michael wishes to stay a little longer, but his wife is concerned about the children and forces Michael to return home. Michael goes to Shirley's house after they return home. However, because Shirley hasn't eaten anything, Michael takes her to a burger joint. Shirley expresses a growing interest in Michael and inquires about how he met his wife. Michael is taken aback by this, but he continues to tell her about the day he first met his wife. Shirley is intrigued by the story and tells Michael that boys her age aren't mature enough to be her boyfriend, which is why she doesn't have one. Following that, Michael takes Shirley to the same location where he previously desired to spend time with his wife. But when the cops arrive, Shirley and Michael flee to a nearby abandoned house. The two develop an unusual attraction to each other and eventually kiss. Michael, on the other hand, later regrets his actions and promises Shirley that this will never happen again. Shirley, on the other hand, can't forget the night because it was her first kiss. She is also developing feelings for Michael. Even Michael can't seem to forget Shirley, who gave him something he didn't have in his marriage. They eventually run into each other at a shop one evening. Shirley is with her friends, while Michael is with his family. Shirley is asked by Michael's wife if she will babysit again on Thursday. Shirley agrees immediately because she wants to make love to Michael. When they are finished, Michael pays her and drives her home. Shirley's friend Melissa asks her how much money she made babysitting the next day at school. When Shirley reveals that she earned $200, Melissa realizes there is something else going on and asks Shirley what else she did besides babysitting. Despite Shirley's denials, Melissa realizes Shirley made love to Michael. Jerry, Michael's friend, finds out about Michael and Shirley one day. He assures Michael that he will not tell his wife anything unless he also finds her a babysitter. So Michael asks Shirley if any of her friends are available to babysit, and Shirley agrees. Melissa is then sent to babysit at Jerry's house. Jerry makes the advances while driving Melissa home, and the two end up making love. Shirley then requests that Melissa give her a 20% commission because she assisted her with the deal. As a result, Melissa reluctantly grants her the commission. Shirley and Melissa attend a friend's party one night. Shirley isn't having as much fun as Melissa. When Melissa questions her, Shirley reveals that Jerry told two of his friends about them, and now those two are looking for babysitters as well. Shirley has agreed to meet one of them, but because Melissa will be preoccupied with Jerry, they still require another babysitter. So they decide to ask their naive friend Brenda if she would mind babysitting. Following that, Scott, Brenda's brother, approaches Shirley and attempts to flirt with her, as he has had a long-standing crush on her. He then attempts to kiss her, but it is rather awkward. Michael sneaks into Shirley's room later that night to make love to her. Meanwhile, Brenda travels to a remote location with Jerry's friend. The advances are then made by Jerry's friend, but Brenda stops him and has no idea what's going on. Shirley and Melissa didn't seem to tell Brenda what was expected of her while babysitting. Jerry's friend is taken aback, telling Brenda that she is pure and perfect. He advises her to take a picture of herself and stare at it every day, never changing. Brenda's taken with him and decides to have an intimate relationship with him. Shirley and Melissa then go to check on Brenda. Brenda, who was initially angry at them for deceiving her, has changed her mind and is now open to more babysitting jobs.
Who else needs a sitter?
They continue to babysit as much as they can and earn a lot of money. Shirley hasn't been able to devote much time to Michael as a result of this. While out to dinner with some friends one evening, Michael discovers that they both have the same babysitter, Shirley. Shirley has also created her own business card in order to expand her babysitting business. So Michael goes to Shirley and tells her that he doesn't want her to babysit for anyone but him. Shirley, on the other hand, is not in the mood to listen to him and instead blames him for starting the fire. Shirley would not have had the idea to start a babysitting business if he hadn't given her the money that day. She also reveals that her price is increasing from $200 to $300, indicating that she will not be stopping anytime soon. Brenda invites her younger stepsister Nadine into the group and assigns her to babysit in her place one day. Shirley is taken aback when she learns of this, but she accepts her into the group and accepts her 20% commission. Because Nadine refuses to pay the commission, she decides to start her own competing business behind Shirley's back, causing Shirley to lose customers. Shirley and Melissa confront Brenda one day after school about whether she is hiding anything from them. But because Brenda denies knowing anything, Shirley requests that she search Nadine's room to see if Nadine is really doing business behind her back. Brenda reports that she discovered nothing, but it turns out that she is collaborating with Nadine. So, later that evening, Shirley and Melissa break into the school to look through Nadine's locker while Michael keeps an eye on them. Unfortunately, they discover nothing. They decide to destroy everything at school in order to avoid attracting suspicion. Since everything was destroyed, a mandatory assembly is called the following day at school. Shirley summons all of the girls to the band room before the assembly to discuss the issues. Shirley warns Nadine and the other girls that if they continue to go behind her back, she will make them pay. She also makes it clear that they must all give her 20% of their total cut. Melissa dismisses them and informs Shirley that Jerry's cabin will be available for the weekend. So she and the other girls will go under the guise of a school trip. The men, including Michael, will be there on a business trip. Jerry has arranged for some drugs to be distributed at the party, which causes everyone to become high. Michael is irritated when he sees Shirley with another man, so Shirley pursues him and attempts to make him happy. Meanwhile, Jerry can't stop thinking about Brenda, whom he perceives to be naive and innocent. So he goes to see Brenda, who is not feeling well and simply wants to go home. Despite her insistence that she is not feeling well, Jerry is desperate to get intimate. When Brenda begins to cry, Jerry comes to his senses and leaves. Brenda is traumatized by the events of the night and decides to discontinue babysitting. So the following day at school, she informs Shirley that she wishes to resign because this is not who she is. Shirley agrees because she does not want to impose herself on anyone. Melissa, on the other hand, is concerned that Brenda will reveal their secret to everyone. Shirley dismisses her, telling her that she is becoming paranoid. Some men attack Scott one evening and threaten him with telling Brenda to keep her mouth shut. When Shirley finds out about this, she realizes Melissa is behind it and warns her to stop looking for Brenda. Meanwhile, Michael and Gail begin to argue about their growing distance. Gail believes Michael is drifting away from her, but Michael claims she is the one who is losing interest in him. Frustrated, Michael visits Shirley and suggests that they run away together and start a new life. Shirley, on the other hand, tells him that she has no feelings for him and that this is just business for her. Later, she attempts to contact Brenda, but Scott informs her that Brenda does not wish to speak with her. He also tells her that Nadine will be babysitting. Shirley is enraged and calls Melissa, who is with Jerry. The three of them then proceed to the location where Nadine may be. Jerry then yanks Nadine from the car and assaults the man she was with. Shirley and Melissa then threaten to throw Nadine off a building, but she escapes their grasp. Jerry arrives just in time to save Nadine from falling. Shirley is horrified to learn that the man Nadine was with is her own father when she sees his face. Shirley breaks down and sobs as she realizes the extent of her actions. Shirley returns to her normal life after a few weeks and no longer offers babysitting services. On her way home, she notices Michael and his family celebrating his son's birthday. Shirley walks away after making brief eye contact, knowing that their relationship is over and that she is solely responsible for the sins she has committed. Shirley says through a voiceover that, while things did not go as planned, this was a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity.